Alright, what up? It's Leo here, coming in from Kazakhstan. Right now I'm in the mountains in Almaty. And my mission right now is to climb this big mountain in the background. And the sun is down. And now it's going to get really cold. And my cable car has stopped operating. And I believe by the time I get to the second one down there, it's going to stop operating as well. So I'm kind of screwed in the sense that I'll have to walk down this cable car, or this ski ramp, all the way down. Down, down, down. And then get to the second one, and hopefully that one doesn't close by the time I get there. Alright, what's up? It's Leonidas here, coming in from Almaty, Kazakhstan. And right now I am in the mountains. Anyways, behind me, as you can see, mountains. Getting up here takes about an hour or so. First you take a bus from downtown Almaty, and then you proceed up a gondola, or whatever those things behind me are called. And then from there you get to the first part, which is down there. Maybe you can kind of see it. So the first stop is that little section down there. And then the second part is actually up there, so it continues. My little review of Almaty. The city itself, it still has a very Soviet block feel to it. So a lot of the buildings are just Soviet block squares. And the new style is that where they put little restaurants, little shops on the first floors. The people here have a very interesting look. They're very much a mix of Asiatic. I understand that a lot of the population has Mongolian genetics mixed in, as well as Arabian, Middle Eastern. So there's, invasions back and forth. The population here speaks fluent Russian, not necessarily English. Their English is currently under development as the global economy transitions into understanding that English is the language of business. And everything is relatively cheap here. Uber is awesome. You can go from anywhere for a maximum of like $5 USD. With an Uber, you're averaging about like $1 or $2 with the cost of Uber anyway. My time here so far, I'm going to stay here a total of anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks. The city itself, you can pretty much see in like 2 to 3 days. The main site here is the mountains. So let me give you a panoramic view of the mountains. There you go. More mountain view. Very awesome. Then we have this building up here. Almaty is actually not the capital of Kazakhstan. And it's unlike what the propaganda from Borat shows. Completely unlike anything Borat. I actually asked a couple locals what they thought of what Sacha Baron Cohen did with the Kazakhstan whole thing. And while it is true that their main export probably is oil, the people in that show where he shows the wilderness, the outback, the really poor people of Kazakhstan are actually apparently Romanians, because they look more European than they do Central Asian, which should have a more Asiatic look to them. And as well, even the people don't even have that accent really, so it's just a false propaganda that has no relation to Kazakhstan whatsoever. But nonetheless, the people do laugh at it, and most foreigners do try to impersonate Borat apparently here, just for giggles, even though the Kazakh people are like indifferent to it. Also, the show is banned here, so the whole Borat thing is banned here because it's a false representation. Anyways, mountains are pretty cool. If you can actually see in the very far distance, you have clouds, so it is an ocean of clouds. And somewhere in there is the city of Almaty. All right, what's up? It's Leo here, and I am finally reached the bottom of the first part of a part of 5. And there is the mountain up there. I just came from there. And the cable car, as you can see in the distance, is no longer operating. So I basically have to roll down or slide down this big slope here. Shouldn't take too long. And reach the bottom. And that'll be our adventure. So let's go ahead and begin for a minute or two. It's a lot of fun, actually. Nice adventure. And you can see in the distance that there is the moon, so it's a nice view. And we're walking down. It's actually a really nice view. And as you can see, really slippery here. And these shoes are not exactly made for mountain climbing. They're made for the gym. Soon enough, I'll be making a video all the way from the city down there. Still okay. Great view, right? See you shortly. And hopefully I don't fall again. I'm gonna try to hold my phone while I slide down this. It's actually really fun. So far, so good. Ridiculous. This is a snow machine. Never seen this before, but that's because I don't go to the mountains very often. And hopefully we can slow down before we hit this drop off. Woo! And we slid down that whole mountain. Alright, what's up? Still in the mountains. Kind of stuck here at the moment. I spoke to some guy who works up there, but he can't bring me back down. So I'm basically going to have a really long walk ahead of me. But nonetheless, this is what I'm doing right now. I am sliding all the way down and getting stuck in the snow at the same time. So here is slip and slide and going down, and we're gonna break into some snow shortly. This is pretty intense adventure today, and when I get back home I have to get back to work. So totally unexpected that I would be doing this. Here we go. Going. Basically, I'm sliding on one foot and maintaining balance with the other, and maintaining speed with my hand and my bum. So there's a technique here that I'm employing. Once in a while, I will slide on both feet, and we're almost at the bottom. Whoa.
I'll also have to do laundry. I'm sliding on my ass now, and this is probably gonna destroy my pants. But whoa! Oh, that really hurt. Shit. My ass is gonna hurt after this, but we're almost done. Great video. This is a lot of fun. And we are now almost at civilization. Okay, so we're almost there. Haven't died.